Hey guys, Robert Maxwell with the Man Factory. I'm just on my way back to the field after my lunch break here. I got my thermos of coffee and an apple and a banana for a snack later. And what I want to talk to you about quickly in this video has to do with mental toughness. I've noticed in general, people seem to have two general different reactions to difficult circumstances in life. Whether it's having to deal with financial troubles or physical maladies, or something as simple and common to all of us as putting up with unpleasant weather like this. Right now it's cold, and as you can see, we've got this sort of wet, sticky snow coming down. I've been outside working most of the morning, and my work jacket is already soaked through. I'm cold, I'm wet, but here's the thing. Complaining about stuff like that does nothing to fix the situation. Doesn't make it easier, doesn't make you feel better. In fact, it does the opposite. It makes you, and probably everyone around you hearing the complaining, feel a whole lot worse. The two different reactions I've noticed are, one, and probably more commonly, unfortunately, to rail against the difficult situation, in this case the wet, cold, unpleasant weather, to curse it, to demand that it be different, even though, of course, it never will be. And that's pointless. The second reaction is what I'd like to recommend to you, and it's calm, Zen-like acceptance. Sure, I don't particularly like this weather. I don't like how this wet, melting snow feels on my face and all over my body. But what is that going to do to change it? Nothing. And the work I have to do outside today still has to be done, regardless of how I feel about this weather. So ask yourself, what kind of a person do you want to be? Do you want to be a complainer, a cursing, dissatisfied, railing against the world kind of person? Or do you want to be the kind of person who can be filled with peace and contentment in all situations, even a day or more of working in nasty weather like this, or something worse than that, because you've got inner fortitude and a good attitude at your very core? For me, the choice is obvious. That's the kind of person I want to be. I don't want to be a complainer. I don't want inner weakness that causes me to rail against things I can't change. There's no point in that. So try to think along those lines next time you're dealing with something that's not particularly pleasant. Whether it's a broken tool you got to fix, an ache or pain somewhere on your body, or some nasty weather. Be the kind of person who isn't affected by external circumstances, but whose happiness runs a whole lot deeper than any of that. Hope you found this interesting and maybe a little helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you next time.